Good afternoon, Sachem, and thank you for joining us today on our National Letter of Intent signing days for our 2020-21 graduates. At this time, we're going to be honoring our graduates who we know at this point in the school year have already committed to their colleges to continue their education and participate in athletics. I'm Mr. Gary Butell, Sachem Athletic Director, and joining me is Ms. Shannon McEntee, Assistant Athletic Director. And before we get started, we just want to wish all the athletes that are signing today and tomorrow. Today we're doing Sachem East, tomorrow Sachem North. All the best as they go forward. And just remember that we're behind you 100%. We want to call up our first student athlete who's here with us today, Meredith Cavilla. You can clap. Meredith's going to be going to the University of Maryland on a full scholarship for girls soccer. And Coach Small wanted to be here today but couldn't, so she wrote some nice things on behalf of Mary, and I'm going to read them now. Mary is one of the most talented athletes I have had the privilege of coaching in my 20 years of experience. As a freshman, she took a chance on me and stepped out of her comfort zone as a soccer player to play JV volleyball. By her sophomore year, she had earned a starting position on the varsity team. Mary has filled many roles on the volleyball court, but she has truly owned the back row as a defensive specialist. I am proud of her commitment to the team and to being a multi-sport athlete. She is also a star on the basketball court as well. Mary is a true pleasure to coach, and I know she will find success on the soccer field when she attends Maryland in the fall. They are so lucky to have her. Coach Small. Congratulations, Mary. So now you look up and take a picture. Welcoming our next student athlete is Olivia Rubel. Speaking on her behalf is Coach Anson.
I'm going to read because it's a little easier. Olivia Rubel is a 4-year varsity player, extremely important part of our team and our success for our 2 consecutive division championships over the last 2 years. Liv is a true student of the game. She wants to learn and understand the game and is very knowledgeable for a 17-year-old female soccer player. Liv has all the qualities of a leader on the field: respect, both given and receive, hard or high, I should say, work ethic, smart, positive, and supportive of her teammates, coaching staff. What makes her truly stand out is her composure under pressure. Soccer can get intense at the high school level, especially during playoffs, but Liv has an amazing ability to always be calm and make things look easy and relaxing. Tremendous skill, vision, control of the ball. This year was awarded All-County. Last year, I should say, as a junior was awarded All-County and was voted by her teammates, which to me is one of the most important things, as defensive MVP of the team. Fortunately, last week, Liv underwent some surgery on her knee. We hope, and I hope especially, that she's back for the season if we have one in March. In addition, Liv is also a 90s student and ranked in the top 20% of her graduating class. And there's no doubt I can't wait to see her succeed next year at Division I Wagner College. Congratulations.
Take it off. You can sign. We'll step out. Nice smile.
You can do the same thing for me. Perfect. And then you can sign. Family, come on in.
Family can take their mask off. You got your real button? Oh, you want to sign it?
Okay.
Oh.
Can't see it in the picture anyway. The angle on that, you can't see it. And then you can big sign again, look over her shoulder. Excellent. So if you want to jump in, just keep your mask on. I know, sorry. And everyone can just look at me. Awesome, thank you.
Oh my goodness, I'm glad that was hidden underneath.
Hey, before we go on, Dr. Paluteri just stopped in for the signings. He'd like to just say a few words to the community.
Thank you very much. Actually, if I'm far away, I can take my mask off, right, for a second? Yeah. Thank you very much. I want to thank Mrs. McEntee and Mr. Butel and all the folks, Mr. Trombetta, who worked to put this together, the coaches and the student athletes. Just really an incredible day, incredible opportunity. We're so excited for this day. Happy they could join us. And National Signing Day is really something that means a lot to Sachem and Sachem Pride. And we are really happy for our students and their families to be able to put this together for them. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Paluteri. Our next sign, Emma Fury. Yeah, we'll take a hat. It's on.
Emma Fury is a 4-year varsity player. Again, a very important part of the team for the last 3 years. She's been on the team since a freshman. And to start talking about Emma, Emma is literally just, she's a great kid. She's funny. She's polite. She's respectful. She does like to sing and dance a little bit. Tends to be in the front of the line or the front of the video on TikToks. But what really makes her special is her intensity and her focus on the field. There's some things in the coaching world, in the sport world, that just can't be taught. The intensity, the refuse to lose, and the I'll do whatever and go through whoever to get it done is one of those things. Sorry. In addition, Emma is ranked in the top 20% of her graduating class with a GPA above 90. And Emma has one of the best shots that I have seen from a high school student in a long time. I only wish that she would use it more often. Unfortunately, she has an unselfish attitude on the field and wants to see her teammates succeed as much as her own. Emma will be attending Division II Bloomsburg University in Pennsylvania, and I have no doubt that she will be a star of that school, and I'm excited to see how well she does. Congratulations, Emma Fury.
We're gonna upload them to Shutterfly, so you can access them, and you guys can take your masks off too for the pictures. Yeah. It's a proud moment. Perfect. And then you're gonna take time again and look over the shoulder. Awesome, thank you. And coach, wanna jump in? And everyone's just gonna look at me for this one. Thank you. Right there, yeah.
Next, I'd like to introduce Rafe Schlesinger. You have stuff on the table? Yeah. Like him there. To talk about Rafe is Coach Snupp. Coach Snupp.
Thank you. Rafe is a 4-year starter for our varsity program. When you have a kid like Rafe receive significant money from a top 10 program in the country, like the University of Miami, or like as we like to say, the U, the question is, how good is Rafe? The question becomes, how far do you think he can go? In my dealings with Rafe, we feel like he can be one of the best. Rafe has checked off all the boxes to be a big-time pitcher. He has hit 95 miles per hour over the summer. He's pitched some of the biggest stages with his elite travel season. He's also led the varsity team in strikeouts and many positive wins for our program. As you remember, when Rafe was a sophomore, he was one of our best pitchers with some competitive guys on the roster. And this year, we'll be having all the buzz go along with all those intangibles during the games, with scouts at every game as he pitches. We have to fill out all the Major League Baseball paperwork, and hopefully we'll have a fun decision to make this upcoming June with the draft. Rafe's family is one of the top families in the community. They're a hardworking, tight-knit family that is a pleasure to be around. With all that being said, one of the greatest things about Rafe is his desire to give back to the community and the Sachem district. This fall, we were able to run a booster club program, and Rafe asked if he could coach the middle school team or even just help out. Of course, we said sure. I was blown away by how great Rafe was with these kids. He had them smiling, laughing, and learning, and most of them didn't realize how talented of a player that Rafe really is. He could have been anywhere, not anywhere with COVID, but on a Friday night or Saturday morning, he always wanted to be there on the field helping these kids. We're so happy to have him back for this season, and we know you're going to do great and make us all proud. Congratulations, Rafe.
Big sign again.
Rafe's family.
You can take your mask off. We can't see behind the glove anyway, but yeah. Perfect. Very nice. And you're gonna take sign again, and everyone's gonna look over his shoulder. Coach, you wanna hop in? You just gotta keep your mask on. Sorry. Nope, everyone's gonna look at me. Thank you.
Congratulations. All the best. You take all this with you now, okay? You got stuff you to sign too? As we wait for our next individual to sign, just like to pop in and say a couple more nice things about all of our student athletes that are here. They put in so much time and so much dedication to their sport. They really go above and beyond, not only on the fields, on the courts, but also in the classroom. And one of the things, being a former Sachem graduate myself, I could say is you can always come back to Sachem. There's always someone here who's going to, welcome you back and be excited to see you. And never forget that. Never forget that you always have people that are on your side pulling for you, welcome you to come back, meet the kids that are coming through the program, get back to your coaches. We'll never forget you. All right, we're just going to take a couple minutes here as we wait for our next candidate. Our next athlete I'd like to call to the table is Samantha Wilkins. You can take your mask off. It's on. Oh, hold on. Just sit on it. Yeah.
It's all mine. There's no hiding. I'm gonna talk about you first. Sam Wilkins is a 3-year varsity player. Unfortunately, Sam made a mistake. Decision change in 9th grade. She came up as a 9th grader. She decided to play volleyball first. Lucky for us as a soccer program, that didn't last very long. She changed her mind and came back to soccer as a 10th grader. Sam is one of the sweetest, nicest, most respectful, and polite Division I goalkeepers I've ever met in my life. I know that sounds weird because being a nice player, a nice person in general is a great thing. But if you know anything about the sport of soccer, a sweet, nice, polite goalkeeper is very rare to hear. You talk to Sam, she is literally the nicest person. But when she gets on that field, it's a whole different level. She is intense, she's tough, and she's physical when she needs to be. Sam is so consistent, calm, and well calculated when she plays. It is an absolute joy to watch her and coach someone with that composure and confidence. Sam is recovering as well from a surgery, unfortunately, for her knee. But I am hopeful and positive that I'm going to see her return for our one last year, her senior season. Hopefully we play in March and help bring us home a Suffolk County title. Sam, in addition, is ranked in the top 20% of her class, maintains an average above 90. And Sam is going to attend one of the top soccer programs in the Northeast and country. And I believe her leadership, her work ethic, her composure are all going to help her be successful at the University of Connecticut. Congratulations, Sam Wilkins.
Thank you very much. It's on. So I want to ask each person here what sports means to them. School athletics. What is the importance? What is the draw? Why do we need school sports? Why do we need our youngsters involved in school with sports programs as vibrant as we have here in Sachem? Let's start here, Patty.
Sports, I played at Sachem. My 2 children graduated and played at Sachem, and they went on to play in college as well. I love sports, love watching it. I think it's exciting. I think it's important to get our kids out on that field, especially at this level. They work so hard looking at these soccer girls and looking at the future, where they're going. You know, they put a lot of time and effort into that, and to not have their senior season is extremely disappointing. So we need to get them back on the field and get them the opportunity to finish out their careers in Sachem and look back with the wonderful memories that all of us got to experience that graduated from Sachem.
Fantastic. Shannon?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. You know, as a high school athlete, a college athlete, the skill set that I took away, the camaraderie, the team ownership, and the participation, it's some of the best memories I have in my life. So that's all I want for our student athletes.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I was also a graduate of Sachem and graduated a year behind Mrs. Trombetta, okay, just for the record, okay? So, not that I'm rubbing it in, but I think the biggest part is those friendships that you come away with and those bonds that you make, and you all work towards a common goal. And it's the teamwork aspect of it and how that then carries over, you know, into college, from high school into college, where you have to meet new teammates and work together to accomplish a goal. and it just keeps you dedicated. And then, into your work life, how that teamwork and those skills, going through the ups and downs that athletics can, give you at times, and overcoming that and achieving your goals. And that's what I really think athletics does. And that's why I think it's important.
Yeah, that discipline it instills in you to get up every day, go to practice, whether early in the morning or late in the afternoon, or those runs at night when you think you can't do it, you just keep going. That strength that it builds in you, the strength of character to overcome obstacles. I played a little bit of high school sports myself. I don't know if everyone knows that, but I was actually a #1 man on the high school golf team in Carl Place in 1983. You can look that up. And played a little college ball as well. College golf, but it is a ball, right? It is a ball. And broke my finger in my senior season. So I lost my senior season. So I really feel for kids that are going through what they're going through this past year and this year with the truncated season. I really hope we can pull it off. It is so important for a well-rounded individual. You talked about it, Carrie, and the teamwork aspect, that overcoming obstacles, that things that you bring forward to your work life, that for the rest of your life, you remember those things and those championships that we won or lost or whatever it is, you left it out on the field as much as it's so important to your heart that instills in us. Really important. So I carry that with me all the time and think about that and those memories and just recognize how important sports is. So I want to publicly thank you, the three of you, really, for working on this and putting this together, because this would not have happened. I could have been easily sitting upstairs saying, it's too dangerous, we can't do this. And you guys put a plan together to bring kids in, bring families in, let them have this moment, which is really important to me and to you and really important to those families. So I want to thank you publicly for the work you've done on this and continue to do. So thank you.
Welcome our next signing, Ty Acker, and here's Coach Snupp to talk about him.
We also have Coach Boudman, one of our assistants, with us, coming around the other side there, I think. Ty is a 3-year starter for us at shortstop. Ty is one of those players that when you see him in the hallways at CHM East, you have no idea that he's a ferocious competitor, wearing his Supreme gear, just hanging out. But he has a win-at-all-costs attitude that radiates throughout the dugout and on the practice field. His huge smile and welcome attitude changes, when he steps in between the lines. This was evident in his first week of his sophomore year, when Ty had a huge extra inning walk-off hit to earn the program's first win of the season, the 2019 season. Ty's athletic prowess is matched by his academics, as he's the top recruit at Dartmouth and Columbia. In talking to the Columbia assistant coach, we both agreed that Ty was a dirtbag, not in the sense that we're all thinking. Ty is one of those kids that he's out there constantly grinding. He could be seen on any field with his dad and his brother, working at every facet of the game, working ground balls on the worst infield in the county, so he's prepared, taking swings in 30-degree weather, so they're ready for Northeast grind, or sprinting up CHM East hills with a 30-pound standard-issued FBI weighted vest on in the dog days of summer. So when we say dirtbag, we say it in the highest sense of the word. Ty is a great representative of his family, who are accomplished Division I athletes, but also high respect in their fields, graduating at the top of their classes throughout college. And his younger brother, Jake, is following suit as well. As we said, Ty had many Division I opportunities, which in the baseball program and his travel program believed would be true, as well as his family. So when Ty was wound up sitting down with the George Washington coaches and was able to discuss hitting and their academics and their baseball program had to offer, you could tell that this is going to be a match for him. Trust me when I say, when I spoke to the Columbia coach, he was not happy that they lost him. George Washington gave Ty a significant baseball scholarship, and we are extremely proud of Ty and can't wait for him to be one of our team captains moving forward this year with Rafe and bring us great success on the varsity program. We're looking forward to all the success for him in the future, and we're going to miss him when he's gone. Good luck in the future, and congrats.
Thank you.
Introducing our next signee is Francesca Manzella, and here to talk about her is Coach Moon.
Fran Manzella has been a starter for our Sachem East Field Hockey. Sorry, I can't. My glasses, I can't see. They fogged up. She's been a starter for the Sachem East Field Hockey program for the past 2 years, and she plays an important position on the field. She's a sweeper, and she's one of the most demanding positions that we have on the field that I look at as a coach. As a coach, I look for someone that I can trust and who's a solid player. Fran Manzella, I immediately caught my eye with her focus and her work ethic. Those qualities never waned while playing in any game that we've played in thus far this past 3 years with Fran. She's helped us win 2 straight undefeated Division I championships and represented Sachem East in 2 state final world championships. Her smile lights up a room with her sense of humor. She is wise beyond her years, and yet she can be tough and gritty. On the field, she has a terrific balance of an athlete and portrays, and I know Fran will do an amazing job at Adelphi Field Hockey in the field hockey program. I will miss her so much. We've gotten so close over the past 3 years, and I am really looking forward to seeing what she does when she gets to Adelphi. Thank you. I can't do this. Right. Totally fucked up.
Okay, next to sign their national letter of intent is Morgan Zimmerman. Morgan? And coaches Moon and Liberty.
So I've had the opportunity to coach Morgan Zimmerman in field hockey for the past 4 years. And I had her for 4 days coaching her in lacrosse. And I got to be honest with you, I could easily be talking to her about field hockey because that's how phenomenal she is as an athlete. She's a wonderful hard worker. And to be able to watch her perform is just been an honor. Over the years, I've been at a couple of lacrosse games just to see what Morgan does on the field is definitely a mirror image for me on the field hockey field. She never stops. She's always ready. She's a true competitor, an honest performer, and she never lets up. I wouldn't want to play against Morgan. The bar has been set so high for her, for all those around her, and I could talk about Morgan for hours. She's a very real person. She's a leader. She's strong. She's fearless. She's knowledgeable, and more important, she's kind. You notice Morgan at every game and at every practice. She's always there to play, to perform at her maximum potential, and that's what every coach wants. It's every coach's dream. It has been a pleasure watching her grow, and I know Morgan will lax it up at Colorado. I'm sure I'm going to hear about her, and we wish her all the best. Congratulations.
Next, I'd like to welcome Abigail Carroll.
So Abigail Carroll is a true athlete. And although I've only had a small amount of time with her during preseason, she made a lasting impression. Her work ethic is outstanding and at a high rate. She's always ready to perform and gives 110% every time. Abby's all business. She's fiery, she's fierce, and she's very fast. This year, in my heart, I'm willing this season so I can be able to coach her in the spring. You know, I know Abby's been through a lot, and she's had a couple of injuries that have held her back. And it's definitely been a issue for her not being able to perform. So because I know she's a terrific athlete and deserves to be able to be on that field. And I can honestly say, you know, in the 4 days that we had her, she was just outstanding. And I know that she's a leader on and off the field. We just know that she's one of the best teammates with just the amount of time that we had, you know, preparing for the 2 months that we had before the season. She did a phenomenal job. We wish Abby all the best when she attends Binghamton to play lacrosse, and we know she'll do really, really well. Thank you. Sweating.
You're gonna sign again, and you can look down over her shoulder.
Let's get one more standing up.
And then one more, coaches, you're gonna pop in.
Our next NLA signee is Megan Higgins. Megan, come on. And here to speak on Megan's behalf is Coach Moon and Coach Liberty.
Megan Higgins is a tenacious, slow attacker with a great shot. I've only known Megan for probably like the shortest time, but in the 4 days that I coached her last year before we closed, she was, you know, just an amazing attacker that stood out on the field. She's always eager to step on the field and is never scared to go after what she wants. She's also proven to be a great role model for younger athletes on the team and is a dream for any coach to have and a teammate to have as well. Your future college Wingate is so lucky to have you, and your future teammates are even more lucky to have you. And I wish you all the best, Meg.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next is Alexa Efron.
In the short period I've known Efron, She has proven to be a force on the field and off the field. She has proven to be flexible and versatile. I'm telling you, this girl, we put her at defense, attack, midfield. I'm pretty sure we had you playing everywhere but goalie at this point, but she's awesome. She's been such a tremendous impact for the St. East girls lacrosse team. She's kind-hearted, a great teammate to turn to, and she's always working to be better every single day. Millersville University is so lucky to have her, and I wish you all the best moving forward in your athletic career.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Next student athlete signed national letter of intent is Jack Murphy. And speaking on his behalf is Coach Don Denning.
Jack Murphy has been a stalwart for our program for the last 4 years. He's a 3-year varsity captain, has a 3.7 GPA, and is a Suffolk Zone Award winner for the 2020-2021 academic year. When I asked Coach Torgross about the Suffolk Zone Award, he said that the only student athlete in the school that he could think of for that prestigious award was Jack Murphy. Jack is a real throwback type of player, which has endeared him to his coaches and has had a calming effect with his teammates. He shows great toughness and determination while in the classroom, on the field, or in the community. As a player, he is incredibly fundamentally sound and singularly focused on whatever task may be at hand. Jack has always been noticed by the opponent's coaching staffs as a top-flight midfielder, as is reflected in his preseason all-county selection, as well as his rating as a top 50 player on the island. Jack was recruited by some of the best Division I programs in the country, but has decided to take a fantastic offer at Mercyhurst College in Pennsylvania, which is the nation's #1 Division II lacrosse program, where he will study education. That just goes to show Jack's maturity level. He saw Mercyhurst as a place where he really enjoyed the fit athletically, but in particularly academically and socially as well. Jack is leaving our program in a much better place, and we are all better for having coached him and his teammates for playing with him. Jack will be incredibly successful in whatever direction he decides to go.
You can really sign it, but you already signed your letter, right? Family?
And you're gonna take a sign again, and everyone's gonna look over his shoulder. And coach, you want to step on him?
Just so you can ask our coach.
Thank you.
You know, just put over here. And introducing our final signee of the day from St. East is Luke Mangan. And here to introduce him is Coach Denning.
Thank you. Luke is the definition of a student athlete. He's a 4-year varsity starter, team captain, and all-county lacrosse player, as well as rated as one of the top 25 players on Long Island, all this while maintaining a 4.0 average. Luke has been part of our program since we took over in the summer of 2017, and as a 6'2" incoming freshman, I remember seeing him play and said, "This guy's with us." Luke will be taking his skills, talents, energy, and drive to play Division I lacrosse at St. John's University in Queens, New York, where he will study special education. St. John's University is lucky to have found such a player as Luke, and they will soon see that, as good of a player as he is, he's an even better person. To say that he will be sorely missed by his teammates, coaches, and the culture of community that we've built here at Sachem East is a massive understatement. Congratulations to you and all your future endeavors. I know that you will be a success in everything you choose to do.
So in closing, just want to wish all of our student athletes from Sachem East today all the best in all the future endeavors. And as I've been saying a couple of times throughout this presentation is that, remember where you came from in Sachem East. You always have people here who care about you, want you to succeed and do your best. And don't be a stranger and always come around and visit your coaches and visit the teammates. And all the best. Bye-bye.